Do you ever just, like, wish someone would stop talking? You know, like, they start talking and you're like, ooh, stop, you're ruining my image of you. I mean, in reality, that's probably how many of you feel about me, but the difference between this video and the Kat Von D video was that video was mainly just I was disappointed in her and I expected better. But this one I have a point, because Henry Cavill is not the only person I have heard say this. It's just more upsetting because he's Superman. Like, you want him to be so much better because he's Superman, but it's just like... So I'm looking at an article over here just beside my camera on Telegraph, which I will link down below. But basically, Henry Cavill said some things about the Me Too movement and how now he feels like if he continues to pursue a woman after she says no, he'll be labeled a rapist. There's something wonderful about a man chasing a woman. There's a traditional approach to that, which is nice. I think a woman should be wooed and chased. Maybe I'm old-fashioned for thinking that. Here's a kicker. It's very difficult to do that if there are certain rules in place, because then it's like, well, I don't want to go up and talk to her because I'm going to be called a rapist or something. But my favorite part about this is he continues, because he goes, now you really can't pursue someone further than no. It's like, okay, cool. But then there's, oh, why'd you give up? And it's like, well, because I didn't want to go to jail. The whole issue with this is this, and the reason I'm doing this sort of little video about this is because, like I said, he's not the only person I've heard say this. I have heard so many men in the past year, since the Me Too movement started, complain about how now they're not safe, because now, no matter what they do, they're going to be labeled rapists. And the issue? Why aren't you just taking women at their word? If you flirt with a woman, and she goes, no, sorry, I'm not interested. No, sorry, she's not interested. There's nothing cute about pursuing a woman who is already, or a person for that matter, nothing cute about pursuing a person after they've said no. That's creepy. Like, that's where the creepy line is. You know? And that's why so many of us are scared, because if you continue to pursue someone after you've already said no, what do you do next? How do you make them understand that no means no? That's where the whole issue of consent comes into play, because by people not respecting someone's wishes or not taking them for their word and thinking that they're playing games when they're not, you know, most respectable people are not going to say no when they don't mean no, you know? They're going to say no when they mean no. And if they're interested in you, they're going to say yes. And the worst part about this to me is that Henry Cavill, who is Superman, who looks like how he looks, I can imagine a lot of people would say yes to Henry Cavill. The fact that he goes so 0 to 100 in this interview. So, you know, you can't really pursue someone further than no, because then I'm going to go to jail. That's it. That's not how it works. I think it's something like 2% of sexual assault accusations are proven to be false. 2%. Just 2. And for some reason, people seem to think that that number is massive. And they're like, yes, 2%, I'm going to be accused of sexual assault at every possible moment because I looked at a person. It's like, no, don't sexually assault people and you won't be accused of sexual assault. If someone says no to you, they mean no. And I'm disappointed that not only does Henry Cavill think this, but so many people do. And I can't decide if it's like a patriarchal, internalized misogyny thing where people believe that, like, you know, men are so much more forward and so much more straight talking and women play games and that sort of thing. And I can't decide if that's why or if it comes from, like, a genuine place of misinformation. I would like to believe that, you know, the very public takedown of Harvey Weinstein was a very important step in the right direction. And I would like to believe that in my lifetime, we will get to a place where, let's say you make an advance on someone, because, like, let's be honest, like, people flirt, people do all that sort of thing, but if you flirt with someone and they go, I'm not interested, thank you, the other person will just back off, oh, I'm sorry, I totally understand, and move on, rather than this weird mindset of, you said no, but I'm going to keep going. Because that just doesn't make very much sense, does it? I like the one, like, comment from, like, a tweet that they used in the lower part of the article. If you can't tell the difference between welcome flirting and harassment assault, then you have a big problem. That's very true. It is very obvious to tell when someone is uncomfortable. If you're making someone uncomfortable, for the most part, it's very obvious, or if they're welcoming it. And if you don't have the social cues to understand that, you can always just ask, like, hey, I'd like to go out with you sometime. If the person says no, yeah, just leave them alone. That's all it takes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this quick video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already. And I'll see you next time. Bye!